Let me also ask you about the future and the overall evolution in the landscape, particularly the drive towards electrification, electric mobility, green energy, a lot of private sector and public sector investment happening all over the country, plus this global priority to climate and mining and associated sectors being described as dirty. Even financing is becoming difficult in certain economies. How do you see the evolution towards electric mobility and the overall green energy space impacting your company in the future?
One small fact, my chairman and the entire top management, we drive EVs. Okay. Small change. They're in fact so good that we have a few diesel-powered vehicles in our common stable, so nobody likes them anymore. So that's slightly anecdotal. So we have a plan. Based on the resources that, the boring but solid money-making resources that we spoke of, the company would be 5 times itself by the turn of the decade. A large part of this would come from, again, these natural fuels. And along with that, we are going to be working towards investing in critical minerals. They have a slightly longer lead. We are currently not experts. So in 3 to 4 years, you will see us emerging as a significant and a serious player there. By the turn of the decade, when we have reserves and these critical minerals start paying off, then we would be sitting on reserves, I can't say, but the PAT would be in the range of 5,000 to 6,000 crores. So that is where that strategy is not on paper, but that is our vision, a common vision of our board. Then we move towards green resources, while we'll be doing in the interim also, but then we will move very majorly and we will invest even more heavily in the critical mineral space.
If this is the kind of growth that you envision, profit after tax of almost 6,000 crore by the end of the decade, that's a very significant leap, and we wish you all the very best for that. But one of the questions that will follow is, how do you plan to finance that growth? What's your fundraising strategy in this regard? Just in the session before, Dr. Panagaria spoke about central PSUs and how the government should sort of reduce shareholding. Can you add and throw some light on what is the financing plans of GMDC for future growth?
Financing plans, we are here to request you to look at one fact. The share of financing towards mining has not gone up from 1.5%, say from 10 years ago to now. Sir, this needs to change. Why? Coal has not peaked yet. Coal will peak in 2035. Petrol and natural gas will peak in 40. They will peak, they will petter, and then they will go down. Non-conventional energy, renewable energy, green energy will go from 2 to 3x. But conventional energy will see a lot of replacement of old inventory and still have a rise of 5 to 10% over the coming decade. Because we need a stable grid. We need stable power to sustain all this. So our request, kindly keep on looking at these old, boring, old school industries, but they are reliable, they make money.